The Celtics won the East by 14 games this year. The Knicks were second. Could the Knicks bring in somebody else? Sure, but I don't think they have room for a max because of the Randall and Brunson deal. They could improve, but they won 50 games. Like, I don't see that team making a huge leap. The Bucks, quite frankly, that Dame trade has been disastrous, which I was totally wrong about. I don't know that those two are... Like, if you said to me right now, are the Bucks going to do better or worse next year? Okay, let's say they do better and they win a series. But I don't think the Bucks are like a contender. Cleveland, it sounds like Mitchell might end up leaving. I don't think that helps you. The Magic have great pieces, but are nowhere close until they bring in an absolute established vet to play with Paolo, and that's not happening. The Pacers, talk about a deal I didn't understand. Siakam signing 4 years, $190 million. Like, talk about just setting yourself up to be a second-round team every year, I guess. I don't know how that makes you any better. The only team in the East I looked at, and again, this is me just paraphrasing what I've been watching all week, if the Sixers can bring in a star, another star, maybe. But Joel Embiid loves to vomit all over himself in playoff games or not show up at all.
Whereas in the Western Conference, you have it's just a disaster. Like, I mean, this is going to be a controversial take, but because Boston was so dominant the whole year, and again, it's not just their record, their point differentials. They're one of the greatest teams of all time based on their point differential.
Yep.
But you look at like what the Mavs had to go through to get there, and it doesn't even compare, man. They had to beat that Minnesota team was really good. I know they took them out in 5 games, but that Minnesota team was really good. OKC was really good. In their first round matchup against the Clippers, like, it's just a gauntlet to get through the West, and that's going to happen every year. And it's going to be, I think it's going to set up really well for Boston. So if you're a Boston fan, it might be, like I said, it might be the right time.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I actually think any of the teams that Minnesota beat would beat every team the Celtics played. I mean, that the Mavericks beat, excuse me. Like, I think that a healthy, like every one of those. You didn't even mention Denver. We didn't talk at all about the Suns, who, again, I don't think the Suns are for real in the playoffs, but that's a legit roster. Like, if KD and Booker are healthy, that's still a real team. Yeah, it's just a whole different world out west, so.